Hello there. Welcome into Always Off-Brand season number 6. That's right. I think this is episode 290 or something like that. You know, I don't get caught up in episodes, but our season, just if anyone cares, which probably don't, our seasons are in year form. Okay, 1 year of weekly podcasts. Again, so season 6, it's a full season is a year, and it's January. Okay, you're going to hear this January 8th, 2026. Scotty O here, always off brand, where we try to take e-commerce, retail, everything else, and try and simplify it. Glad you're with us again. Hope everybody had a good break. Scotty O, the producer, engineer, and co-host, Summer Jubileer, Haley Brucker, the news. They'll be back here shortly. Just wanted to put out a little quick, it's not really a Scotty O rants. It's just more like, welcome back to the feed. Just make sure we follow in your feed again. Big shout out to Quickfire and everybody there for letting me basically, they put up with me and they let me do this crap. Coming to you live from the Manhunt Studios here in outside of the Seattle metropolitan area. Wow, what a year. What a year 25 was. Predictions. We don't do many predictions. I want to give a shout out to all my retail experts. A lot of that on the Linky right now. Shout out them. They deserve it. That's a cool, the Rethink Retail. That's very cool. So shout out to all the people that are doing that kind of thing. We'll see if we can get somebody from the National Retail Federation show happening, the big show happening in New York next week. We've got contributors, okay? We've got contributors, and we're efforting, as they say in the biz. Okay, we're efforting to get those guys to chime in. I mean, do we not really? I mean, we know what the big talk is. But I just had a couple areas of discussion I thought that might be, I don't know, you probably not useful, to be honest. Number one is, how did holiday go? I mean, good Lord, we're Adobe's putting out numbers already, which we had, we've covered a lot of that, but now MasterCard, Visa is putting out that sales are up 4.6%. I've seen it's a 6.5%. And then online e-commerce is growing again at a more reasonable, before COVID, it was 15, 16% per year. And then it's dipped down to 5, 6, 7%, sometimes 8%, just depends. But the other thing I'm a little sour about, apparently, I don't know if I believe anybody or believe anything, but I'm waiting for the U.S. Department of Commerce to come out. However, this is what I'm a little just bummer alert. Can I believe any of these numbers anymore? I mean, I hate to be skeptical, but I now I'm seeing all kinds of things of, there's the Department of Labor, everything's just like, wait a minute, is this real? Is it not real? Do I believe it? Do I not believe it? Is it even a guidance or not a guidance? I don't know where to turn. That used to be kind of the Bible, because right or wrong, as far as how they get these with the surveys, it was consistent for years and years and years and years. The last 20 years, it's been consistent. So, like all things, I wait for Jason Goldberg, the retail geek, to basically tell us what really happened. And that might take a while. But, I'm sure Amazon killed it. Okay, I'm sure Walmart killed it. I'm sure there were other outliers that killed it. But all the middlemen, they're going to be fine. I think a lot of independent specialty D2C and a lot of higher end premium brands did very, very well. Shout out to them. Fantastic. So, but the question is whether it's 4%, 6%. My question is, and I put this out and I don't have a great answer yet. And again, I think it might be too early on the 8th of January or whenever you're hearing this. Maybe it's already been answered. Is that flat? Is it up? Is it down? What goes up must come down. Because if you put the tariffs, if you put all the price increases in there that we all were forced to do, whether there's any tariffs anymore, we don't know. I mean, my God, it's all kiboshed. Somebody Somebody AI that, okay? Chit chatty me a freaking a little chart that says where the hell we are now. I don't know that anybody does know where we are.
Damn.
Because it's just getting too convoluted, but it doesn't matter. Everybody's sorted it out. Whether you are or you aren't, we pull back furniture now, we pull back this, that. I can't keep track of it. I've lost. I don't really, it is what it is. But I think a lot of manufacturers on the small, medium side, they've just figured out, and they raised their retail like we all did incrementally throughout the year. Is it going to come down? Our retail is going to come down? Oh, hell to the no. Hell to the no. It's just more profit, baby. Margin, more margin. That's what's going to happen. Amazon, good old Amy, as my daughter calls it, Amy, they're going to come out with some booming numbers, okay? It's going to be absolutely sick, brah. Okay, it's going to be incredible. And their ad revenue is going to be ridiculous. It's going to be off the charts, okay? It's going to be ridiculous. I don't know what they're going to hit this year. They're going to hit 70 bill in the works. But now next year, I mean, we'll get into serious predictions. Danny Silverman and I we're chopping it up on a little predictions. Okay. We saw a lot of predictions at the end of 2025, and there were some really good ones. So I'm not, I like to put the fortune teller hat on, but everybody writes the script. When you're in Nerdville, it's agentic shopping. It's how is that going to look? What's that going to do to it? Is it actually going to make a difference? We got Chit Chatty. We have Gemini 2 for 1. We got that actually coming on strong now. I don't believe the gaudy numbers. I don't know what. It's a grain of salt. When you tell me 70% of the purchasing decisions are coming from LLMs, which i.e. is Chat or Gemini, that one's a tough one for me to quite wrap the brain around. I mean, really, we've just warp speed. I understand the warp speed, but you're gonna have to simmer down on that. Okay, you're gonna have to slow down just a little bit. And I know Salesforce is reporting it. I agree. I just can't get there for the masses yet. I'm just not quite there for the masses. We've got checkout on chat. We have, Genesis. It's funny because even our clients here at the mighty Quickfire, our traffic is quote down in GA4. If you want to nerd out on that, the reporting tool, but it's down really because the AI overview, right, is sucking up the feed. It's the real estate of the phone. Like I always say, the real estate has shrunken. Okay, a little cold water on the old searchy. The SERP, the search engine results page. So I think people aren't coming down. Now, they've already started to insert some ads into the AI overview. And, it's a personal problem, but I mean, Chat GPT, I'm kind of like, it's bumming me out lately, to be honest. It's not giving me what I want. So I've been over on the Gemmy. I've been on Gemini. And the old nano banano thing, that's interesting. That's fun. So Gemini right now, it's kind of doing for me. And if you look at a lot of the usage, Gemini is kind of creeping back up. It's given old Chit Chatty a run. So I think that story is going to play out all year. Now people are just going to buy everybody. And as I've said, it's not, the AI bubble. Sure, it's a bubble, but more of a nagging, annoying blister is what I like to put it at. Okay. I just think it's gonna pop a little bit. All right. It's gonna be, not to get grotesque. I gotta come up with something different, right? The blister is just not working. So I just think it's gonna be less dramatic. But yes, there will be winners, there will be losers. And now it's just such a marketing ploy. It's kind of ridiculous, to be honest. It's just, this train has started. It's out of the wagon. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. How is it gonna make us money? Which, to this point, it's about how is it going to save us money. So I'm all in. I'm out of the trough of disillusionment, out of the delulu. I'm grabbing it. I'm loving it. Let's do it. And I think it's going to be a boondoggle for Shopify. Shopify, I think, is going to grow exponentially over the next year and a half, 2 years. Amazon has come out now with their own Alexa Plus website. Okay, what's going on here? Okay, they're trying. Rufus, they're building up. They're selling ads like bananas. Big drama, and you're going to hear about that over the next couple of weeks with some superstar guests. I mean, big time guests. You're going to hear about the oopsie doozy, a little buy for me. Okay, buy for me. Buy for me is something where you go on Amazon, they don't got it, they click you out to a website. So there's all kinds of business going on. People getting pissed, understandably so, because they send them to the website. There's AI crapola, like absolute turds of images that aren't the brand didn't have any choice on. And then there's a bunch of assortment and catalog items that they don't even carry on their website. So there's hallucinations we've learned from the old Scott Wingo in this whole AI thing. Well, somebody's tripping, man. Somebody's tripping hard, because they're going to have to clean that up on aisle 9. This has caused a lot of brands. I would say just add this to the list of what, used to be antitrust FCC violations, which Amazon's paying that out. They had to report that in the third quarter. And we'll do the Scotty O Amazon, earnings recap. That was one of our best episodes in the previous year. But they got some hurting coming. Okay. Amazon they're going to grow. They don't care. I mean, this is literally like one of those small speed bumps. Like they look like nobody barely feels it in the car, because they're like, oh, $8 billion, no problem. Cash it out. Here you go. Checks in the mail. So I think this is causing more problems. There's a lot of antitrust things that I would go after them, but nobody cares about that. So that's that. The other thing on Amazon is on the Seller Central side, the 3P marketplace, if you will, is all of a sudden for us agencies, and I'm talking to you agencies out there, okay? I know a lot of my agency friends, they're listening, they're talking, they're chit-chatting or whatever. This is all of a sudden, we have a client, we're trying to get into the account, we get kicked out of the account, we try to get back in, they do the invite thing like I've done hundreds of times, hundreds of times, and all of a sudden it's like, hey, sorry, you don't have access, you don't have permissions. What? You don't have permissions because you now have to fill out these identity and verifications of being a service solution provider, whatever the hell it is. And so now we have to go through this unbelievable rigmarole. And it's not just, okay, the owner of the business has to put in their stuff and give a business license and verify. It's every single person who's going to access, which most of us have a single sign-on, okay, email address. It's more secure and much cleaner. So now everybody who touches the account has to go in. I mean, I get why they're doing it. I'm sure it's a good idea because all of the fraudulent people creating seller accounts are getting access to them. But come on, man. What are we even doing out here? Like, I'm blocked out of an account right now, and I'm having the dangest time getting back in. I mean, darn, golly, jeepers, Wally. So that's irritating. Okay, I get it. And now it's like the Inform Act. We're going to have to go back into this whole thing. Okay, that is welcome back. Happy New Year to you. Secondly, there's some other cool stuff going on the Amazon, which I'll be posting about that or whatever. We'll talk about this. One of the big things is Amazon Business. Amazon Business is flying, y'all. They estimate, they don't parse it out as far as their earnings, which I'm curious to see how big does it have to be, or when do they have to do that, or do they ever have to do that? But it's gonna be, I don't know, a lot of the internet says that it's like $36 billion. And I think that's going to even rocket. That's going to rocket. But again, I don't want to tease too much the Danny Silverman prediction show that we're working on. I mean, why do predictions in 25 or 26? Why not wait a while in 26 so you can really suss it out? See what you want to do. How lame are we lame for that? Are we just, honestly, we were going to do it before and we just were lazy and we went on vacation over the holidays. Okay. God, did I have a good holidays. I got to tell you, I am getting better and better at doing absolutely nothing. God, I'm getting really good at it. So much fun. I watch a lot of programs. I did a lot of cool stuff, and I'm sure you can't wait to hear about that. Ha, ha, ha. Summer Jubileer, Haley Brucker in the news. They'll be back soon. Those are a couple Amazon things I'm hitting on. I did a big thing about the National Football League, and this is the other thing for 26, right? So Amazon Prime Video, I don't know why they don't just call it Amazon Sports. They tried that at one point. They canned it. There's a logo available out there, Amazon Sports. So I don't know why they don't do that. But they had one of the biggest average viewership on Christmas night for a pretty big game. It was almost 20 million, averaged almost 20 million. Now, the other thing they're delivering, and Netflix had 2 NFL games as well that day. And my whole point to this is just a friendly reminder now, if you go buy inventory and media on Amazon in their connected TV and somewhat in DSP a little bit, but in their connected TV, you have inventory and access now. You can buy space, not on just Amazon properties and all the different places they are, which is a lot, but now you can buy time on Netflix. Now you can buy time on Disney Plus. Now you can buy time on the Hulu. Think about the amount of inventory that opens up, and everybody's going after live sports, and the National Football League leads that by heads and shoulders, because they're getting 20, and we're getting into the playoffs. Now, Amazon has a key playoff game coming up this weekend. They're going to get 25 million average viewers for that. And the other big part of this that is going to drive advertising dollars and revenue for them is that their demo is lower than all other traditional network channels and properties that the NFL has right now. CBS, NBC, way higher demo. So that's why they love Netflix, and they love Amazon. Also, it gives them just a bigger audience, and they're trying to go global. The point to this is that as we go through, it's going to give more and more opportunity. And I everybody believes, and it's happening little by little, that self-help, man. We're going to be able to go on to Seller Central, the ad console, and freaking build, buy, and manage TV ads by ourselves. We don't have an entity. We don't need to have minimums. It's just gonna be Katie bar the doors, and we're gonna be able to buy time on all these different things. They have 18 different properties, live sports properties, and there's more to come with that. So this is my thing on advertising. It's the road to $100 billion for Amazon on advertising, which is the most profitable part of their business. And honestly, it's paying for a lot of this AI data center investments, which, did you guys hear this? The Chinese have apparently already figured out how to actually do all this AI shit, and these chips, and the GPUs, and Trinium is the Amazon chip. They're like, hey, that's fun, that's fine, but guess what? We've already figured out how you don't need to build 800 gazillion data centers that with these, 80,000, 150,000 square foot, spaces that are 1 million square foot, probably bigger, all over the place, sucking the life out of the energy pool. That's not good. So they're already figuring out ways to do this. I'm like, are they gonna build all these, and then all of a sudden they're gonna be like malls, and they're gonna put customer service center? No, they don't need customer service. They got AI. They got bots for that. I don't know what they're gonna fill in. Storage units. We need more storage units because there's just not enough of them. I don't know about your town, but it's out of control. It's like a Starbucks. I mean, they have storage units literally like every 5 seconds, every block, and there's new ones popping up. George Carlin had a great skit on that. Like we can't stop buying more shit because we need a place to put our shit. So that's that. Okay. Lastly, just to wrap this up, this has been 20 minutes of nothing but blabber. And if you've gotten this far, I don't know why. But we have a new little addition, a new little format coming out. Just going to sprinkle them in here and there. Okay. And it's just going to be a little bit more. Some of the characters we've had on over the last 5 years, some incredible, just unbelievable leaders in the space, smartest in the room. Just, I love them. They're big friends of this program. They're also like unbelievably interesting characters. I mean, they got a lot. There is way more to a lot of these people than we see on the Linky, than we hear about them on pods and their newsletters and everything else. And so I wanted to take a shot at weaving in a couple programs where I talk to these people really more just like, I want to, like, what are they doing outside of tracking all this stuff? You know, what makes them tick, what passions anyway. Gonna be more of a like, who are these people other than the personas that we and the genius that we see and read and we consume, and the content creators. Okay, there's a lot of cool people. So we got that coming out. I'm working on some new sound effects. I know that's been a big gripe. I'm with you. I'm sick and tired of the sound effects I have now. I've got some new technology that for on the road that we're gonna premiere late next month at E-Tail Palm Springs. Okay, 23rd through the 27th, I believe. I'll be there. I'll be moderating my little tuckus off, and also we'll be recording some shows there as usual. So that's what's coming up. This is it. This is my New Year episode 1. Just me. I got problems. I got wins. We're going to have a good time. Thanks for watching. And why? Because people matter. God, they just keep, as far as like the little, if you just saw like, you know, a mountain, I mean, the people matter just keeps coming through the clouds. They just matter more and more and more and more. All right. Stay tuned for next week's episode. We got some great guests coming up. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. We are available on the YouTube, always off brand. Otherwise, you can catch us on anywhere you go. Tell a friend, would you? God, we've been here. We're the top 5 retail as far as feed spots. We're top 10% listen notes, which is probably rigged. It's a bot situation. The algorithm's screwing everybody. But anyway, we've been around a long time, okay? Nobody's doing stuff like we're doing, okay? God, thank God my co-hosts are coming back. See you later.
Hey there, this is Haley from Quickfire, and they want me to read this so you know what this podcast is part of and how to find out more if you want. Always Off Brand is a production of Quickfire LLC and a part of the Learn and Laugh series on the Quickfire Podcast Network. For more information, go to quickfirenow.com. Have a good one, and thanks for listening.